Now, we already discussed how to use graph to represent the motion, how we will get velocity, how we will get acceleration from the graph, and how to draw the graph for different situation and all. Now, this graph gives some idea, but if you want to calculate all these physical quantities, we need some equations also. So for that one, we have some equations. We have mainly three equations. These equations are called as equations of motion. So we have three equations. Now we have to study these three equations, and using the graphical method or the graph which we studied now, we have to derive these three equations. You should know how you are getting these three equations. You have to draw the graph and you have to come to that equation, and later we will use that equations also. So in these three equation, the first equation, which is called as the equation for velocity and time relation, that is velocity v and time t, that is related with an equation, and that equation is v is equal to u plus at, and that equation is called equation for velocity time relation. That is v is velocity, v is equal to u. So v means final velocity, u is the initial velocity. So v is equal to u plus at. A is the acceleration and t is the time. And all these three equations are applicable for uniform acceleration. So the acceleration value will be a fixed value. So the first equation or equation for velocity and time relation, that is v is equal to u plus at. First equation. The second equation is equation for position time relation. So that equation is s is equal to ut plus half at square, where s is the displacement. S is displacement. So position means it is related to the displacement. So the s is equal to ut plus half at square, where s is the displacement and u is the initial velocity, t is time itself, again a is acceleration. So we have a square term also coming in that one. Okay, so s is equal to ut plus half at square. This is the second equation, and this equation is called as equation for position time relation. Now we have the third equation, that is the equation which is connecting between the position and velocity, or equation for position velocity relation. That equation is 2as, that is 2 into acceleration into s displacement. 2as is equal to v square minus u square. So we have three equations. So these three equations you have to by heart. It's very, very important, the most important thing in the chapter. So you have to by heart these three equations, and we have to use it. Before that one, we will see how we are getting these three equations. So once more, the first equation is v is equal to u plus at. Second equation is s is equal to ut plus half at square. Third equation is 2as is equal to v square minus u square. The third equation you can tell in the opposite way also. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. In some book it is that way or this way. There is no difference in that one. So now we will go to this equation. How we are getting this equation, how we are deriving this equation. For that one, we have to draw a graph. So first we will draw the graph. After drawing the graph, one by one, all the three equations we will do. We'll go to. Okay, now let us go to the graph first. So I am drawing the graph here. So in the graph, we have the x-axis and y-axis. So graph is like this. So you know this axis will be time and this axis is velocity. So that's clear. Always we are taking velocity here and time along this axis. Okay. So this is x and this is y. Now let us think in such a way that this object is moving with an initial velocity u. So initially the velocity is not 0, it is initial velocity u is there already, and it is increasing, velocity is increasing to a final value which is v here. So the velocity is increasing from u to v. Now we'll draw some dotted lines here. So from here to here it is taking time, that is from the 0 to a time t it is taking for increasing velocity from u to this v. So here I will mark all these points. Let this one be E, this is B, this is D, this is C, this point is A, and this is O. Okay, so we have A here, B here, C, D, E. So this is our graph. So once more we will explain the graph, then we will move. So here you see the graph is in such a way that the object is moving with an initial velocity u here, and when the time advances, its velocity increases to a final velocity v at the point B. So this much time it is taking. So this is the graph. So using this graph we will derive all other equations. One by one equation we will derive. So we plotted the graph. You just seen now. We already plotted the graph. In that one, the position u, that is the initial velocity, and the final velocity v, and the time along the x-axis, all those things you see. Now from this one, how we can get the equation for velocity time relation, that is v is equal to u plus at. How we are getting this relation from this graph. So now we will see that one first. Again we will go to the graph and we will. So what is the first equation? It is the equation for velocity time relation, that is v is equal to u plus at. That one we have to take here. Okay. So for that one, first let me write like this, that is BC is equal to BD plus DC. That is BC means this one. BC is equal to BD, this one plus this one. That is this total length. So this can be written as, this is same as BD plus OA. That is this total length is this one plus this one. Or we can, instead of this distance, we can take this one also. Or what is this total length? That is this one, this total length here, V. Or we can write V is equal to BD plus U. Or we can write BD is equal to V minus U. Okay, I think this much is clear. That is this total length we will take, that total length BC is equal to this length plus this length. That's what we written here. Instead of this length, we can take this one also because both are same. So we written like this, BD plus OA. Now if you take this OA, OA is U. So I am replacing that one as U. And this BC is this one, that is same as this side V. So that also I can. So we will get up to here. Now if you take the acceleration from the same graph, if you take acceleration, what is acceleration? Just see here, acceleration A is equal to change in velocity. Change in velocity, that is change in V I written here, by time. So what is that change in velocity from here? Change in velocity is this is the initial velocity here, and final velocity. So this is the change in velocity. So that is BD divided by time is this one. AD, this one or this one, both are same. Okay, AD you can write. Or we can write BD by OC, that is this time and this is same only, by OC. Now A is equal to BD by this, what is this one? BD or AC, both are same as time T. Or simply we can write BD is equal to AT. Very simple. So in this equation here we got BD is equal to V minus U, and here we are getting BD is equal to AT. Compare these two. So what we can write? AT is equal to V minus U, or V is equal to U plus AT. This is the required equation. So this equation can be written as equation number 1. If you not understood, once more you see, first we done this graph like this, and after this graph we taken this side of the graph. So this side of the graph, it is BC is equal to BD plus DC, that is this total length is this length plus this length, and this length is same as this one. So you can write BD plus DC. Instead of DC, if you take this OA, OA, this one also same. Now if you substitute the value, this BC is the total length, that can be taken as V. BD we will keep it as BD itself, and OA is U. OA means this one, this is U. So you will get BD is equal to V minus U. So after this one we are stopping here and we are going again to this one. Acceleration is change in velocity by time, or acceleration is BD by AD, that is change in velocity is initial velocity is here, final velocity is here. So this is the change in velocity. BD divided by time is this one, AD, or this one. So I first written AD here, then I made it into OC, and this can be written as T. So if you write here A is equal to BD by T, or BD is equal to AT. Already we got one equation for BD here. Now here we got another equation AT. So now combine both. So you will get AT is equal to V minus U, or V is equal to U plus AT. So this is our first equation. Okay, so you see in the equation how you are getting the first equation for velocity time relation, V is equal to U plus AT from the graph. That was so simple. Just if you concentrate on the graph you can get. Now we are going to the next equation. What was the next equation? Equation for position time relation. That is little bit bigger equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. The same method, but as the equation is little bit bigger, your derivation also will be little bit complicated. Okay, it's not that complicated, but comparing with the first equation. So now we will go to the second equation, that is the equation for position time relation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. How we are getting that equation from this same graph? Let us start. Now we will move to the next equation, that is the equation for position time relation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. That one, how to derive that equation, that's what we are going to discuss now. So for that one, what is S? S is displacement. So this displacement, when it is moving from this U to V, that is initially U is the initial velocity and final velocity it is V. So we already studied the area of graph, area under velocity graph, velocity time graph, that will give the area under velocity time graph will give the displacement. So S is equal to area of this total graph. This total graph area means that will be area of this triangle plus this rectangle. That will give the total area. It's very clear. The area under velocity time graph will give the displacement. So what is area under this velocity time graph? So that is the area of this triangle plus area of this rectangle. This total thing is a trapezium, but we can take it as a sum of these two. Okay, one triangle and one rectangle. So what will be the area of this rectangle? So S is equal to, we'll write S is equal to area of the rectangle, this OA into OC. Very simple, OA into OC. So what is this one? OA into OC means that is area of this rectangle plus area of the triangle, half BH, half into what is B, base is this one, AD into H, what is H? BD. Okay, now if you take this graph, it is very clear what is OA. OA means this one, that is U, and what is OC? OC is same as AD, which is same as T, that is OC means OC is same as AD, that is same as T. Now next is BD. What is BD? This one BD. In the previous derivation we already done BD is equal to AT. If you remember that one, you can write that one, BD is equal to AT, no need of deriving again. Now all these things you substitute in this equation. S is equal to this U into T, U into T plus half will remain like this, T into AT, like this you will get. Or S is equal to U into T, I am writing as UT together, plus half, here AT is there, one more T is there, so it will become AT square. Very simple. Directly we got the equation. This is the second equation. Once more we will think how we are getting the equation. So we have the velocity time graph here, same as the previous graph. Same graph, for your convenience I am drawing it once more. Now in this graph, area under the graph will give the displacement. So to find the area of the total trapezium, I am cutting it into two parts, one triangle and one rectangle. So the area is given by OA plus OC. That is total displacement is total area. That is this is the area of the rectangle plus area of the triangle. Now for all these things you can substitute the value. OA is equal to U, OC is equal to T and BD is equal to AT, which we already done in the previous derivation. Just substitute the value, you will get the equation S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So we got the second equation in a very simple way. Even it is a big equation, we got it in a very simple way. So this is the second equation. Okay, so we completed the second equation also successfully. So two equations derivation is already over. Now the third one and the last one, that is the equation for position velocity relation. Here it is very important, it is position velocity equation. So in that one time is not coming. So this equation is very important. When time is not coming as a factor, we have to use this equation. The time is not given and no need of finding the time also. In such situation we have to use this equation. So what was the equation? V square minus U square is equal to 2AS, or 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. Now let us see how we are getting this equation. And all these three equations derivation we are doing from the same graph. And you have to remember how to do this one. This is a very important topic. And later you can use these three equations for solving numerical problems. Okay, let us go. Now we will move through the third equation, that is equation for position velocity relation, that is 2AS is equal to V square minus U square, that equation. For that equation also we have to take the same concept, that is we have the displacement which is equal to the area. So in the previous case what we done is we taken the area of this one as a triangle and rectangle separately. Now what we will do is we will take this one as a single piece, that is we will take it as a trapezium. So you studied in maths the area of the trapezium. If the trapezium is like this, the area can be written as OA plus BC into OC divided by 2. I think this equation you already studied in maths. Okay, so the area of the trapezium, if you take together, you will get like this. Now again you substitute just like the previous case. OA is equal to U you will get, and BC is equal to, where is BC here? BC is this total thing, that is V, and OC is equal to T. Already we done. So if you substitute all this value here, you will get S is equal to U plus V into T divided by 2. But you remember one more thing, our equation was equation for position velocity relation. In that one time should not come. So we have to remove this time. For that one what we will do is, we have the equation acceleration is equal to, I will do it this side, acceleration is equal to change in velocity, that is V minus U by T. Such a equation is there. If you take T here, T is equal to V minus U by T. So this, sorry, by A. So this thing can be substituted here for T. So what you will get? S is equal to V plus U by 2 into V minus U divided by A. So this can be written as, this is V plus U into V minus U. So what is that? So S is equal to V square minus U square divided by 2A. 2A also you take this side. 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. This is what we need. This is the third equation. So successfully we done the third equation also. Once more we will go back. What is this one? How we are getting it? So we have the same graph here. In here what we have to do? We have to take the total area of the graph. Once if you take the area of the graph, as a single thing or as a single trapezium, this is the equation OA plus BC into OC divided by 2. Now you just substitute values of all these things, you will directly get like this. Now t should not come here because we need the relation between velocity and position, so t should not be there. So to remove t, we can use this one, a is equal to v minus u by t. Rearrange this one, t is this one, this t value you put here. You are getting like this. Now v plus u, v and u you can put any side, okay. V plus u into v minus u, that is v square minus u square. 2a will remain as 2a itself, s is here. So you will get s is equal to v square minus u square by 2a. Now again below that one you can write 2as is equal to v square, that is this one you are taking to this side. So you will get 2as is equal to v square minus u square. This is our required equation. Now we got all the three equations. So once more we will write all the three equations together, and next we can use that one for our equation. So what is our first equation? V is equal to u plus at. This is equation number 1. Equation number 2 is s is equal to ut plus half at square. Now equation number 3 is 2as is equal to v square minus u square. So this is equation 2, this is equation 3, and all together these are our equations of motion which we have to use everywhere. And you can see in all these things this acceleration is same, acceleration remains same, because velocity changes, time also may change. So we will call this one as equation of motion for uniform acceleration.